So I saw a couple of people the last couple of days who had a real shocker when it comes to squatting. One of those guys was in the gym, which is standard, you know, it's an absolute shocker to see most people squatting under a squat rack. The other guy though was in normal life. He dropped his keys on the floor and he really was struggling to pick them up. You know, youngish guy, 40, 45, really struggling to pick things up. So what I've got for you today, most people are struggling with squats. It's 3 simple things you can do to improve your squats. The first one is to open up your ankles. The second is to release the sacrum. The third is to get some flexibility restored to the front line of the body. So let's start with the ankles. So to work the big toe, this is the key element to loosening up the ankle area to allow you to squat better. You just need to find a corner, normal corner, not very high this one. You can use any corner, then you just want to make sure your big toe is on the edge of the corner. So then what I'm going to do is simply bend my knee forwards, and I should then feel the stretch through this area here, especially at this point, the insertion point here. But this is the area where I want to feel the stretch, and that is all you have to do to get the ankles loosened, because I'm stretching the big toe muscle. The big toe is the big key for why you can't squat forwards, and this is all that I'm doing. Now, a lot of people mistake this stretch by doing a calf stretch where you see my leg is bent, they straighten the leg up. That will not help you get any better at your squatting. The key has to be bent knee, toe is locked backwards, and then it comes through from here. So if you want to see what it's like without my shoes on, you can see my big toe is there. I should have taken my socks off really. Then I'm coming back. But what you'll normally find is if you do this without shoes, it actually hurts your big toe, it hurts your foot, so it doesn't really work. So to loosen up the sacrum, basically what we need to do is apply a massage to our buttocks glute muscles, and what that will do is release the tension, which allows the base of the spine to then move, which then allows you to squat a lot better. So to do this on your own, all you need is literally a tennis ball, and what we can do is lean against this, sit on it, lean against the wall in this example, and you'll find pain, especially on one side compared to the other. Maybe the left hurts a lot more than the right. Then what we'll do is really focus on the left. And literally lean against the ball, you'll feel the pain. After 20 to 30 seconds the pain will disappear. Then you move the ball just slightly downwards to the next point of pain. Then when that disappears, slightly across to the next point of pain. And it might take 5 to 10 minutes to get rid of it, but for most people it'd probably be a lot better within a minute, and then that's freed up the sacrum, which allows you to squat a little bit better, which in conjunction with the ankles means you're definitely going to be squatting a lot better with those two in place. So let me just show you how that works. It's quite simple. We've got a ball, we've got a wall. So what we're going to do is just apply it to literally 1 inch up and down here, then the same on the other side, and of course what I'm looking for is which side really hurts. So literally you put it against the wall, you come here, and you just look for the pain. When you find the pain, you sit on it, and so forth. And you just repeat that process for a minute. Once you've released the tension in that glute muscle, you should feel straight away a lot freer through the hip complex. So the final aspect is to try and release the front line. So what the front line means is the front line is anywhere literally from underneath your jaw all the way down to the top of your feet. The main areas where you're going to try and look to release is the thighs, which I'm obviously sure you're aware of a thigh stretch, also the stomach area, but then what I want to show you today is basically the top end, is this bit here on the neck. When this is stiff, it then sends stiffness all the way down the body. So if we can loosen this up, then it's going to help us a lot in this respect. The key way to loosen this up is to do a front of the neck stretch. But what you don't want to do is what most people do is they try and stretch it, and then you can see this here, you know, I'm trying to break my neck almost. So what I'm going to do is trap my fascia. It feels like I'm trapping my skin, but it's my fascia. I'm going to put my fingers through here. So I'm going to pin my skin behind the collarbone. Then I'm going to gently go backwards into that stretch. So right here, you know, I can feel a strong stretch. But if you look at how far I've gone back hardly any distance at all. And this is beginning to stretch this here. What I'm going to do is just come up and down gently. So just come up gently. Come down gently, up gently, down gently. Now you're stretching the fascia rather than the muscle here. So what you need to do is go very slowly. It's like a seatbelt. You go too fast and it locks. If it goes gently and slowly, then it will give you that increase in flexibility. And you add an inch here and it can add a lot more down the front line. It can take pressure off the knees, and with the front line loose, it allows your spine to go backwards, which then allows you to squat lower. So they're the 3 things: open up the big toe muscle by stretching out in the corner, release the sacrum by using a tennis ball in your bum, and then finally release this front line here. You can also release the stomach in a normal stretch and the thighs, and then you should find straight away within just a few minutes you are squatting a lot better.